Hey family, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. As you see, I am doing a second reading on the disappearance of Kenny Veach. This is Kenny. He's also a YouTuber as well. Kenny disappeared in 2014, family, of November the 10th, 2014. He was known as a hiker, a professional hiker at that. That's what he loves to do. That's his passion. If you want to know more about Kenny, just type his name in. There are plenty videos on Kenny. Let me just say that, especially if you like adventure, videos, people who go in caves. That's Kenny. Okay. Um, so as I stated, there are plenty of videos on Kenny on YouTube that goes in depth about his disappearance. Many of you already know, okay, the jush of Kenny disappearance. Um, Let me see. It says here, um, Kenny, what made his story really blow up. Kenny let his viewers know that he had came across a cave, a strange cave, okay, and he called it the M cave. He called it the M cave, and he said what was so strange about this cave, it was very tall, about his height, maybe a little taller, and it was very narrow. And when he approached the cave, um, his body started to vibrate. Okay, and let me say this also. This area, let me see here. It is stated that this cave was in the north of Las Vegas, okay, in the north part of Las Vegas in the mountains. Let me just say that, okay? So you get where I'm going with this. It was definitely near Area 51, okay? Maybe not that close, but close enough. And um like as I stated, when he checked out the cave the first time, he let his viewers know about this cave, but he did not enter it because he was too scared. But he did approach it. But like I stated earlier, his body started to vibrate, so he backed out. So he let his viewers know about it, and of course, he started getting more views and more comments, and they wanted him to go back to that cave. You know how it is, when people, they want you to do something that they don't want to do. Let me just say that. So anyway, they asked him to go back to that cave and, make an effort to go inside. And so he let them know, that's what he's going to do, So um, on that particular day, November the 10th, 2014, he went back to search for that cave, because at first, I think he made like several attempts, but he couldn't find it. But anyway, he went back to search for that cave and he disappeared. Okay, he disappeared. So let me see something. And I'm the same way. I love watching, these adventurous videos of these young people going to these caves. I love it. Okay, but that's something that I wouldn't do. Okay, that's something that I wouldn't do. But I'm like, if you want to do it, you go right on ahead. Okay, I just enjoy the video, but I hope be safe though. Be careful. But I'm not that adventurous. But I do love watching videos like that. So let me see here, family. It has here 41-year-old Kenny Veach, Veach, a advocate outdoorsman, vanished in 2014 near the mysterious Area 51, in the vast Mojave, Mojave desert near Las Vegas, Nevada. Searchers finds his cell phone and a few coins near a mine shaft, but no sign of Kenny. So this is the gist of the story, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started this reading, family. What have you seen here in this reading concerning Kenny V? It is not facts, it is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. Let me say this also. I'm going to be mindful of what come out of my mouth. Okay. Um, if I see something kind of too alarming, you know, I have to sit for a few minutes. 'Cause I like to be led by the spirit when it comes to information that I put out, because I never know what's going to come out. Okay, but I will say this: I did meditate on Kenny. Let me just say that, and I am sensing that he did not commit suicide. Let me just say that. Okay. Yes, if you check out any of his any YouTuber that have done like documentaries on him, because they talked to him. Yeah, I think they talked to some family members and his girlfriend. I think he was staying with a living girlfriend. But anyway, if you go back and watch some of the documentaries about him, it is a factor that yes, he was experiencing depression. Let me just say that, because he was struggling. But with that being said, I'm just not sensing that he just up and left, and while he was out there searching for this so-called M cave, that he was like, giving up on life and he just ended it. Okay, I'm not sensing that. I truly believe that something did happen to him, but I'm gonna let the spirit do the talking. Let me just say that. All right, let me go ahead and pull up his picture real quick. Give me a minute. I want one where I can see his eyes real good. Hold on. Give me a minute, family. Let me see. Let me find one where I can. His eyes kind of squeeching like. Hold on. Um, I don't know why all his pictures. It's like it's hard for me to see his eyes real good. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I like this one right here. Give me a minute, family. Okay, this is another picture of him. Let me see. Okay, that's another picture of him. I'm gonna use this one. I can see his eyes real good. Okay. Sorry for the hold up. Just want to make sure I'm seeing him real good. Okay. I'm going to bring this down. Sorry, all right. I'm going to start off using the shadow deck. This will help me get an idea about those shadow energy that was going on with Kenny on the day that he disappeared, and if he had crossed a path with anyone, like a stranger or even somebody that he knew. I would get their shadow energies as well. Okay, we can get an idea about the events that was going on behind the scenes. All right, let's get started. By Spirit, Holy Spirit, that leads me to all truth and clarity about the disappearance of Kenny Veach. What led to his disappearance? What was shadow energy that was going on with Kenny? That came out too fast. What was shadow energy that was going on with Kenny on November the 10th, 2014? What shadow energy that was going on with Kenny on that day he disappeared? And much love to any of his family members or dear friends who happen to cross by and see this video. Much love to his family members. And I'm so sorry that your loved one is still missing. Okay, first card I got was absent-minded. So this lets me know that he was very absent-minded on that day. He was very distracted on the wrong things or on the wrong individual, but he was not focused that day at all, okay? For some reason, he wasn't that focused. Next, I have rage. Next, I have trauma. Kenny had experienced trauma, whether it was physical or emotional trauma. At the head would be Kenny. I have manipulation. So you can say Kenny was operating in manipulation, or someone outside of him was operating in manipulation towards Kenny. Okay. Over here, I have withdrawn. This is Kenny energy. And in a secret place, I have boredom. Now I know this to be true because I had saw the documentary about him that a YouTuber had did. They had interviewed his girlfriend at the time, and she was saying how he was struggling and having a hard time, behind the scenes. Um, I'm sure he was longing for change, and also he wanted his YouTube channel to really really grow. Okay, so anyway, in a secret place, he was feeling very bored and longing for change. In the center, disrespectful. Now, this is interesting energy right here going down. This is manipulation, disrespectful, and rage. Going this way, withdrawn, disrespectful, and trauma. This way, absent-minded, not being focused, disrespectful, and boredom. Okay, I don't have to shuffle. I've already pre-shuffled. Now, pay attention to what comes out now, because the events are playing out. Might not be in order, but they're playing out. I'm gonna put this right here so y'all can see. Okay. Next, we have coercion. Now we all know what this is about. It has right here using force or threats, but pretty much trying to persuade somebody to do something. And I let many of you know that on his I think it was his YouTube channel, I believe. But anyway, his followers, those that were making comments, they wanted Kenny, Lord, let me get his name right. They wanted Kenny to go back to that cave that he had found, and it's called the M cave. That's how he described the cave, okay? So this would be them, okay, the commenters telling him to go back and try to search for that cave, okay? So coercion. Next, we have defiance. This would be Kennedy energy. I don't know why I want to say Kennedy, but Kenny. I apologize. Next, we have confusion. Behind confusion, we have trauma. So he was feeling quite confused right here. At the head, we have regret. And who knows, this manipulation could be people who wanted him to, go back out there and look for that cave because he was feeling manipulated. But anyway, regret as far as a choice that he decided to make. Over here, numbness, feeling numb. Now I can get this if he was feeling like an emotional numbness due to trauma, experiencing trauma, or I can get this if he was self-medicating like with drugs or alcohol. And behind that I have withdrawn. I hope maybe you can see withdrawn I have. Okay, next I have emotional blackmail in the secret place. And we all know what this is about. Behind that I have boredom, longing for change. In the center I have antagonists. And behind that I have disrespectful. So going down the center, we have regret, antagonist, defiance. Going this way, numbness, antagonist, confusion. Going this way, emotional blackmail, antagonist, coercion. Next, I have anxiety. And behind that, I have coercion. So he was definitely feeling very nervous. Okay. Next, I have abuse. It can be physical abuse, emotional abuse, but abuse is a factor. Next, I have dark. Behind dark, I have confusion. When I think about dark, I think about, he could have ended up in a dark place, or mentally up here in his head, he could have been in a dark place. Okay. I'm seeing the word confusion. It just depends on what the spirit is saying. It has here dark. At the head, explosive. I think about his emotions, being upset. Explosive can also represent fire. Something could have exploded. Behind it, I have regret. Over here, I have domineering. In a secret place, I have destruction. I think about sudden destruction, self sabotage, or an outside entity could have caused it. Someone that he could have encountered. And in the center, I have guilt, experiencing guilt. Okay, let's look at it. From the head to the bottom, explosive guilt, abuse. This way, domineering, guilt, dark. This way, destruction, guilt, and anxiety. Let's go around one more time. Okay, I don't have to shuffle. I've already pre-shuffled. And remember that word domineering that's right here on the bottom. Okay, I'm getting additional information when it comes to that. Okay, right here I have doubtful. So he was doubting on that day. Behind that, I have anxiety. I feel like he realized that he made a poor choice, taking action on that day. Next, I have abandonment issue. Remember, we saw the word domineering. So this could be a lot of his energy, shadow energy. Only, those that know him, that are close to him, would know that. Because I've seen the word domineering. That's like a control freak. They like things their way. And he could be quite stubborn. Next, I have complacency. According to the spirit, Kenny ended up in an environment that he was unaware of danger. Okay? He ended up in an environment that he was unaware of danger. And behind that, the word dark. So anytime I'm thinking about the kind of areas that he was in, mountains, rock, holes, caves, you know, mm. At the head, antisocial. So he could have been more of a little loner. Over here, I have brainwash. In the secret place, I have closed off. Now you can say that Kenny ended up in a location to where he was closed off. That could be a factor. Also, you can look at it that he was someone, well, let me just say this. During that time, okay, during that time, he was closed off due to his emotions. He, whatever that was going on with him, he wasn't letting anybody in, okay, with his thoughts and feelings. Or it can be both. Okay, it can be both. Because as I stated, he was experiencing some challenges behind the scenes. So anyway, I have closed off, and that's in the secret place. Also behind that, I have destruction, and in the center, I have internalizing. That's one that's taking things in, and behind that, I have guilt. Now let's go from the top to the bottom: antisocial, internalizing, abandonment issues. This way, brainwash, internalizing, complacency, unaware of danger. This way, closed off, internalizing, and feeling doubtful. So you can see right now, okay, whatever it is that he decided to do that day, he realized because I'm getting doubtful, he was feeling very doubtful on that day that he made a bad decision. Okay. Something happened to where, as you see, he felt regret about it. Okay. And he was definitely unaware of danger that he found himself in. And it's a good chance, just saying, he could have fallen in a hole or, 'cause this is someone that feels trapped also. This can be an individual that feels trapped. But like I said, if it's not pertaining to that, it can be his thoughts and emotion, not letting anybody in, or it can be both. Okay. All righty. Let me see something. The regret. I'm getting ready to use let me see, where is it? I want to use the Inside Shadow Oracle. Let me see something. Okay. Seeking clarity on the regret message concerning Kenny B. Seeking clarity on the regret message. Seeking clarity on the regret message. What this meant to Kenny Beach on the day of November the 10th, 2014. Seeking clarity on the regret message concerning Kenny Beach. It's pretty much what was going on with him in his personal life, okay? Because he was in a relationship with his living girlfriend, I believe. So this message could be for her. Okay, that's what make sure y'all can see these messages. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna show them to you anyway. All right. I'm all about transparency over here. Okay, it has here, I forgive you. So this is for somebody. If anything, it can be about his girlfriend at the time. He's saying, I forgive you. It's about somebody. Okay, he's saying it to somebody. I forgive you. You can't come with me. So whatever this means, maybe he wants to do something alone, and be solo. He's saying you can't come with me. I can still see you standing there. I think about, Kenny walking away and not looking back. Well, I would say this: he's walking away and then he looks back at somebody. Okay, I can still see you standing there. At the head, I need to focus on my healing. I don't know how to let you go. I don't know, family. I feel like this is more personal. Okay, in a secret place. I've been here before with others. In the center, I scared myself that day. It says that day. I scared myself that day. Let's go down. I need to focus on my healing. I scared myself that day. You can't come with me. It's really how you look at this right here. From this way, I don't know how to let you go. I scared myself that day. I can still see you standing there. And with this right here, I think about him reflecting. This way, I've been here before with others. So I think about someone that has like repeated patterns, okay? I scared myself that day. I forgive you. And I don't feel the need to do another spread. I feel like what came out needed to come out. It's for somebody, okay? Regret. Okay. Now I'm getting ready to use my homemade deck. I'm going to explain this deck. I never used it here publicly on this platform. Let me just say that. This right here is called World Event Deck. You see how thick it is? Now, transparency, let me just say that. When I was meditating on Kenny B, several messages came to me, okay? Cause I said my attention on him, like what happened. And I added extra cards to this deck. Let me just say that. Several extra cards to this deck. Anywhere from, I'll probably say 10 or 12. And I just want to see what's going to come back out. I've already had an idea what happened to him. But let me say this real quick. Whatever come out of this deck, it is not facts. It is allegedly. Okay? And this is for entertainment purpose only. But I am led by the spirit. Please know that intuitively. Um, as I stated again, I sense that he did not commit suicide. Something happened to him. Let me just say that. Now, with that being said, this is my homemade world event deck. I use this deck when it comes to, weird things that are going on around the world. Okay, I get those answers. And I trust what the spirit is revealing to me. Because the media sure ain't gonna talk about it. Let me just say that. Um, when it comes to people, for instance, many of you know about the national forest, how people go missing all the time. And it's a strange phenomenon when it comes to that, okay? But anyway, I can get those answers when it comes to me using this deck, okay? Um, just when it comes to weird events, period, that's going on around the world, I can get those answers. You name it, I have it in here. Anywhere from paranormal, anywhere from, abductions when it comes to ET abductions. Um, you name it. Okay, you name it. Secret shadow government, you name it. It is in here. Not everything, but what's in here is enough for me to get those answers. Let me just say that, okay? Now, let's find out, being led by the spirit, what the spirit has to say concerning Kenny V disappearance. And I'm just curious what's going to come back out as far as those messages that came to me while I was meditating on him. Cause I can't make up what comes out. Let me just say that. All I do is shuffle and I lay them out. So I'm going to shuffle about 3 and 4 times, okay? Let's get started. Divine Spirit, what led to Kenny V disappearance? I see those things in the dark. I bring them out to the marvelous light concerning Kenny V disappearance. Kenny V disappeared November the 10th, 2014. What led to Kenny V disappearance? What led to Kenny V disappearance? What happened to Kenny V? What led to Kenny V disappearance? Now, let me see this real quick. if something come out that may be a 2222 out there, we all know it's allegedly, okay? I can't control what come out. It's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of times when I'm doing it pretty much when I'm doing any reading to tell you the truth. But when I'm using this deck right here, a lot of times what I'm asking for, not only will I get what I'm asking for, but I will get additional information that I did not ask for. Okay, let me just say that. It's a reason why the spirit reveals certain things the way it do. So let's continue. And I'm pretty much getting a lot of information I didn't ask for, but it's coming out. So be patient with your sister. Be patient with your sister, okay? You're gonna have to have an open mind when it comes to this reading. Let me just say that. You're gonna have to have an open mind when it comes to this reading. And I want y'all to be able to see what I'm hold on, let me turn this around. No one I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not making nothing up over here. Let me look this over, please. Let me look this over. Well, the spirit is talking. You see what came out? Mountains. I can't make this up. So a lot of this information, whatever this extra stuff, is coming out for a reason. Okay, this is a time of knowing. So just like I don't sugarcoat, the spirit's not sugarcoating either. So let me say this: it's a lot of additional information that came out. If you want, if many of you, if you want to be closed minded and you're like, oh, that's a little too out there. You don't have to receive it. Okay, you don't have to receive it. But please realize, he Kenny Kenny was hiking. He was hiking near Area 51. Okay, and everybody know what Area 51 is all about. Just let me say that. It's secretive. You're dealing with you know, shadow government, shall I say. There's a lot of secrets going on over there that they don't want out to the public. So with that being said, let's get started here, okay? And remember, when Kenny approached that MK the first time, he did say that his body started to vibrate. That's very interesting. Nobody body vibrates at any, kind of cave entrance. Okay, you know it's something. You know it's something to that. All right. It has here open portal. Many people. Let me just say this real quick, and I'm going to share this. Many people went back looking for Kenny. Okay, it's a lot of videos on YouTube. I have not seen all of them, but the ones I've seen people actually try to follow his tracks and go back to find him. And they could not find the so-called cave. They found many caves that were similar to the cave that Kenny was talking about, but they did not find Kenny, nor they found the so-called mystery cave. Let me just say that. It has here open portal. I think about something opening up and closing. It has here very hostile, stay away. It has here trying to help awaken humanity. I feel like this message right here um, is a spirit way of trying to wake humanity up. Okay, as far as those things that are hidden to bring them out to the marvelous light. Okay, it has here portal is closed. I truly believe the reason they can't find this mystery M cave is because is closed. Okay? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. They have made contact with our world leaders, taken many off planet abducted. Yes. Other other extraterrestrial intelligence aliens. Unexpectedly, by surprise, off guard, someone shows up. Taken by force, physically and terminated, done away with. And you wonder why they cannot find his body slash remains. They cannot find him, no trace of him. Staying away from humans, their choice. Staying away from humans, their choice. Partnership alliance with them. Who is them? I will say this. When it's saying partnership alliance, now I'm talking and my feet vibrating, okay? So I had to watch what I say. But many of you already know what this is all about, okay? Partnership alliance with them. This is pertaining to the shadow government and the so-called ETs that are hidden within that area. In the what? Mountains. And you'd be surprised, which many of you know this already, there are a lot of um, government facilities underground, okay? And they're doing a lot of experiments. So many of you know this already. And he disappeared smack right there in the so-called area, falling inside a hole, stuck inside a cave. Became targeted by what they know secret. Who is they? I let many of you be the judge when it comes to that. What area did he disappear in? That's right, Area 51. There's a lot of technology, reverse engineering there, okay? And a host of other things that are there underground. And Kenny, obviously, he found this so-called cave. And he actually, you saw the word regret also. He actually found himself in a situation. He was unaware of danger. And by him stumbling, going inside this so-called cave, he did not make it out. So obviously, it's camouflage in the mountains. It's camouflage in the mountains. See that? I don't have the word camouflage, but it's camouflage. That's why those that went behind him looking for him, they didn't see it. It wasn't meant for them to see it. Excuse me. I shuffled, I shuffled, I shuffled, I laid them out. I'm sure more can come out, but this is self-explanatory. That's why his body will not turn up, okay? His body will not turn up. Body says remain, it will not turn up. And I knew this already. I like for the spirit to back me up and see what's gonna come back out. This is just tools, okay? But when you know what you know and it's being revealed to you already, it comes right back out. And we already know that he disappeared in the mountains. Okay. Mhm. I think I'm gonna leave it there. What came out needs to come out. Okay. Obviously, he stumbled upon some top secret. He stumbled upon something top secret. Okay. And when he went back, it was not in his favor. The fact that he fell in that hole, that's what did it. And there's no telling what was in that hole, but as you see, something had showed up, whatever that was, and it looked like it was not from this world. Peace and love to you all. Thank you for watching. Remember, this was allegedly. We know this to be true, but take all of this with a grain of salt. Okay, I knows what I know. You know, he was in an area where it was very top secret anyway, and but I'm sending much love and light to his family members, to his loved ones. And at the end of the day, they know what they know too. Okay, don't nobody just disappear like that. With all these people looking for him, people just don't disappear like that. And no remains, no nothing shows up. Just his what phone and personal items, but no Kenny. Peace and love to you, Kenny. Rest in power, Kenny. Thank you for watching. If you would like for me to do more readings like this when it comes to, you know, I want to say cold case because this is a cold case. This happened in 2014. Let me know down below, okay? Especially when it comes to now don't now I'm going to pray about it now, okay? I'm just putting on anything out there, even though it's allegedly. But just let me know down below. Also when it comes to the national force as well. Peace.